You meet people every day, but you don't know which of them is ghosts or which of them are humans. Let me tell you, as people are passing here now, ghosts are passing as well, but you will not know.
Madam Coco is supposed to be a ghost, right?
She's not a ghost. I don't believe there is ghosts.
Well, today we hit the streets of Lagos, Nigeria to ask some very interesting questions about the lady in one red shoe, Madam Koi Koi. This story was very popular among secondary school students in the 70s, 80s, and 90s in West Africa. And it's rumored that boarding school students still live in fear of this apparition. My name is Racheal Emem Isaac. Let's do this.
Hi,
How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
Okay, so did you go to a boarding school?
Yeah,
I went to a boarding school. Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Madam Koi Koi?
Yeah, back then, while I was still in my,
And that was a story that rocked everybody in school as at my time. So
it's impossible to go to a boarding school without you hearing that. So it's a legendary story.
So you must have an experience that you want to share with us, or a story that you'd like to share with us.
It's just a story per se.
She used to wear this high heels. Whenever she walks, the sound of her footsteps will be doing koi, 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 koi.
there is this old teacher then that was killed by some boarding school students, and I think she kept haunting more boarding schools after that scene.
a female ghost who likes to scare kids, especially, at night.
She's a woman that lost her husband. She's a teacher.
She has the red shoe. She died and started haunting boarding house students, especially.
She became a ghost and started hunting students.
She actually comes in the night, you understand, looking for her child. The reason why they call her Madam Koi Koi is because it's that she's always coming with heels or something like that.
She beat up a child in a school, and then the parents came to the school to come report to the owner of the school. Then they fired her, and then she was driving her car back home. Then she had an accident and died.
She died as a teacher, and she goes after stubborn students and students that also bedwet on their bed. So I was very, very scared then in boarding school to always go to the toilet to use myself, because I was scared I would meet her on the hallway of our boarding house.
Do you have any particular experience, any personal experience that you'd like to share with us of something that happened back then that really made you believe that Lady Koi Koi or Madam Koi Koi was real?
I didn't actually experience anything like that, but the seniors were telling us that that's what usually happen and stuff like that.
I really haven't heard anybody say they saw Madam Koi Koi. They only hear Madam Koi Koi walking.
I didn't really believe that Madam Koi Koi was real. But the actual experience I had was another one of Bush Baby. That was the one that we saw one of us dead. So that made me believe even now, because I saw it as an evidence.
Because of the fact that we had a story that was living rent-free in our head, so every time the class goes quiet, we feel that Madam Koi Koi was around. So that was just basically what I can say.
So what would you do if you had an encounter with the ghost today?
Call the Holy Spirit to protect me.
I go run, no. No, pass out, I say.
Man, I'm going to steal her shoes.
First, I'll ask who she is, or unless I know who she is already.
Yeah.
Then if I know who she is already, I'll be like, oh, you're Madam Koi Koi used to here way back in my school days. So finally, I've met you today. Good to meet you.
Well, we have heard from the people on the streets of Lagos, Nigeria. Now it is time for us to hear from you. Was this urban legend based on a true story? Was she real? Or just a figment of the imagination like Bigfoot, the vampire Dracula, or the Loch Ness Monster? Well, no one seems to know exactly who or what Madam Koi Koi is. But the one thing I know for sure is the origin of Madam Koi Koi is coming to your screens very soon.